In today's video, we're talking about my chair. Let's get to it. Okay, so a chair. Now it's something that I find very important, but most people outside of this whole YouTube or video editing, photo editing world, they find completely unnecessary. You know, you get those comments like, you spent how much on a chair? Couldn't you have just used a folding chair or another chair you already have lying around? Unless it's a chair like this, the answer is no. I mean, I like my back. I don't want to do anything to hurt it, and I sit in this chair for a long time. So having a chair with good support is a must. And the good thing about this chair is it has that support and it comes in at a reasonable price. I'm using the GTRacing Chair and I'm really liking this chair. I think it's working out really well. I do have one issue with it and we'll get to that here in a minute. So I wanted to double check the price on Amazon before making this video, and I actually found that this chair that I bought is currently unavailable on Amazon. Now I did find the exact same chair sold by GTRacing for $150 under a new listing. I don't know why it's a new listing, but they have it under a new listing, so I will link to that chair in the description below. But for that price, this chair is fantastic. At the fraction of the cost of a Secret Labs chair, you get a lumbar support, a pillow, and a footrest. But before I go getting ahead of myself, let's see how this chair comes together because there is some assembly required. There's something to be said when the assembly instructions are only this long. That's fantastic. That means I'm not going to spend all day putting this together. Like I said, some assembly required, and as you can see, it was actually the first thing that I put in this office. Okay, so now let's talk about size. Now, I'm a bigger guy, and the first time I sat in this chair, I felt like it was a little small. Just initial thoughts is, I make this chair look small. But after using this chair for a while now, I don't think that's the case anymore. Now, I'm gonna give you the measurements on screen here as well as read them off. I'm going to read them off my phone so that way I make sure I'm giving you the right numbers. But according to Amazon, the seat is 20.47 inches wide and 21.26 inches deep. And the back is 33.1 inches tall. Now, I'm 6'2", and I think the pillow's just a little low for me. As you can see, it's back here on my shoulder blades almost. If it was up here, that'd be perfect. But of course, as soon as I sit up, it drops back down. So that's one issue that I have with it. Not even that big of a deal. I don't really find myself leaning back on this all that often. And if I do, it's reclined where once I pull it up into place, it doesn't really move much anymore. The wheels leave something to be desired. They're made out of a hard plastic that collects dust and dirt. And to be honest, I'm really afraid that they're gonna end up scratching my floor. The pedestal is really where my issue lies. That keeps happening. I don't know if it was an issue with how I put it together or if it's a design flaw, but every time I shift my weight, it makes that noise. The seat is very comfortable and it has adjustable armrests as well as a lumbar support pillow and a headrest pillow. I know I mentioned it before, but this chair does have a footrest, which is really cool. It hides underneath the seat of the chair, and then all you gotta do is reach under there and pull it out whenever you wanna use it. It comes in really handy when you recline the back of this chair. This chair can recline all the way back, so you're basically laying flat on your back. Not really necessary in my setting, being that this is an office. I mean, I am gonna be installing a TV on the wall here soon, so maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll find myself using it a lot more. But it is a really cool feature of this chair, and something that frankly kind of sold me on this chair. I saw it and I was like, well, that's really interesting. I hadn't really seen very many footrests on a chair before, and I was like, you know what? For this price, let's give it a shot. Like I mentioned before, I'm really liking this chair. It comes in many colors. I chose the all black, and despite a few flaws, it is a great chair. Now, will I upgrade to a Secret Labs chair eventually? Yeah, probably. But for now, this is a great budget-friendly chair. Okay guys, that's gonna do it for me today. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Even consider subscribing and ringing that bell to get notified when I post new content. If you guys like this video and want to see more videos from me, YouTube thinks you'll like that one right there, so go check it out. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next video.